Hi there, everybody. Today in this lesson, we're going to take a look at negation. So how can we say no? How can we answer no to questions and these kind of sentences? Let's take a look. We are going to learn how to use the Danish word ikke, as well as ingen and intet, and also ingenting. All these words are different ways to negate. We're going to take a look to make it all sound less confusing. We're also going to take a look how we can negate in questions. So how we can literally say no and also use the questions in a negative sense. Yeah. Let's dive in and take a look at what these words actually mean. Ikke or ikke noget can mean not, no, or nothing. Ingen means no, no one. Intet can mean none, can also mean no. And ingenting means nothing. Sounds a bit all over the place. This is why we're going to take a look now at some examples. Thing is, depending on the context, these different negations can mean different things, and they change depending on which articles we use, and so on. So let's just take first a look here at some standard situations and how we even construct the sentences if we want to negate. Here we have a guy, he's working. Han arbejder. He is working. This guy is not working. Han arbejder ikke. We add ikke after the verb in the sentence, in the standard use of ikke. And this is a little bit different in English, where we put the negation, the not, before the verb, working in this case. So, han arbejder ikke, he is not working. Han arbejder, he is working. Let's take another example here. Jeg drikker kaffe. I'm drinking coffee. Jeg drikker ikke kaffe. I'm not drinking coffee. So if we have an adject, an object, it comes after the ikke. So jeg drikker ikke kaffe. I'm not drinking coffee. Or I don't drink coffee. And another example here, another standard use. Du ved det. You know it. Or you know. Du ved det ikke. You don't know it. Or you don't know. Again, at vide, to know, is the verb. And we have ikke coming afterwards. Du ved det ikke. You don't know it. Now, sometimes we have modal verbs, which we learned a couple of lessons ago. And if there's a modal verb, the negation changes a little bit. So, the first example here, we have the modal verb må, to may, or to be allowed to. Jeg må gerne køre i bil. I'm allowed to drive a car. To create the negation, it sounds like this. Jeg må ikke køre i bil. I'm not allowed to drive a car. So here we don't have ikke after køre, which is the main verb, but we have it after må, which is the modal verb. So jeg må ikke køre i bil. I am not allowed to drive a car. Let's look at another modal verb example here. Jeg kan lide sund mad. I like healthy food. Jeg kan ikke lide sund mad. Jeg kan ikke lide sund mad. I do not like healthy food. The example we have here with the you might also be worth mentioning. So usund means unhealthy. We can add a you in front of a noun, of a verb sometimes to make it the negated version. Like in English we have tolerant and intolerant. So in this case is like in. Now let's take another example here. Jeg har tjent mange penge. I have earned a lot of money. Jeg har ikke tjent mange penge. I have not earned a lot of money. We see again here, har is the modal verb. The negation comes after ikke, and not after tjent, which means to have earned. Now, let's jump on to ingen and intet, and when we use these two different words, we're just going to go through 8 different examples here, and then you can add those in your own sentences. Der er ingen bølge. There is no wave. I've written here in parentheses en, because bølge is an en word, which is the reason why we write ingen instead of intet. So it's ingen for en words and intet for et words, as we're going to see in just a moment. Der er ingen mønt. There is no coin. En mønt is a coin. It's an en word. Der er intet frimærke. There is no stamp. We see here we use intet instead of ingen because it's an et word. Very simple. A rule to follow. Isn't it lovely? Even in Danish we have that. Here we have a plural example. Der er ingen cykler. Der er ingen cykler. There are no bikes. In plural, we use ingen. Even if the plural noun is actually an it word, we still use ingen. Just remember that. Ingen for plural. Here we have an uncountable. Så der er intet vand. There is no water. We cannot count water, and there are many uncountable words, and they use intet instead of ingen. So, intet vand, no water. Der er intet hus. There is no house. Et word, so we use intet. Very straightforward. Der er intet bedre land. There is no better country. It's called et land, a country. Der er ingen blå bog. There is no blue book. Ingen, en, for the en words. Very good. Now, there is also another way we can say ingen and intet, like a synonym. This is more casual use. You'll hear it more often, whereas ingen and intet is maybe a little bit more formal, but they can be used interchangeably. Let's go through the same examples here with ikke nogen and noget, and then see how that looks. Der er ikke nogen bølge. There is no wave. Again, nogen, because it's an en word. Der er ikke nogen mønt. There is no coin. Again, en word. Der er ikke noget frimærke. There is no stamp. Et word, we use noget. Again, you can see the et is actually at the end of noget, so just keep that in mind when you read it. Der er ikke nogen cykler. There are no bikes. Der er ikke nogen cykler. There are no bikes. Again, we have here nogen en ending because it's plural, and we always use nogen for plural. Der er ikke noget vand. We use the et ending here because it's uncountable, similar to the example with intet. Der er ikke noget hus. There is no house. Der er ikke noget bedre land. There is no better country. Der er ikke nogen blå bog. There is no blue book. Again, you can use intet, you can use ingen, you can use ikke nogen, ikke noget. This is exactly the same, interchangeably. Just whatever you feel more comfortable with, you can use. Now, next up, we have how to ask negative questions and how to answer with a negative answer. Let's take a look. Tjener du ikke penge? Don't you earn money? Nej, jeg tjener ikke penge. We see here that we can ask the question in the sense that ikke comes after the subject. Så tjener du ikke penge? You, subject. Ikke comes after that. And when we answer it, we put ikke after the verb. Så nej, jeg tjener ikke penge. No, I don't earn money. And we start the sentence with nej. Just as in English, we start the sentence with no. Let's take another example here. Spiser du ikke sundt? Don't you eat healthily? Nej, jeg spiser ikke sundt. No, I don't eat healthily. Again, the questions, we start with the verb, come into the subject, and then we have the negation, ikke after the subject. And in the answer here again, standard, we start with nej, as in English with no, and then we have ikke following the verb in the sentence. And one more example here. Drikker du ikke kaffe? You don't drink coffee? Nej, jeg drikker ikke kaffe. No, I don't drink coffee. Could never imagine a life without coffee personally. So I hope you enjoy a cup with this lesson. Now, last thing here. Ingenting means just straight up nothing. It's pretty straightforward. but still, let's take a look at how we can use that in practice. Ingenting, nothing. Der er ingenting i tv'et. There is nothing in the TV. Ingenting kan stoppe dig. Nothing can stop you. Der er ingenting på bankkontoen. There is nothing on the bank account. So, straight up, very simple. Now, there are a couple of bonus sentences I want to show you with ingenting, which are just some set phrases that are something you can know by heart and use in your everyday life. They are quite good to have in the repertoire. So, det gør ingenting means no problem. Even though directly translated, it will mean it does nothing. Can also mean that in Danish, but we use it as a form of saying no problem as well. Så det gør ingenting, no problem. Der er ingenting i vejen med something means there's nothing wrong with something. Så der er ingenting i vejen med. There's nothing wrong with. You can also just say der er ingenting i vejen. It just means there's nothing wrong. For example, if somebody asks you if you are sick or if you are tired, can answer with der er ingenting i vejen. There's nothing wrong. Very good. Now this is it for how to use ikke for general negation, how to use ingen, intet, and ingenting, as well as how to use it for creating questions and answers. Now, thank you very much for listening here. It was a bit of a longer lesson with a lot of juice in it, so I hope you got something from it. Let me know if something is still confusing you or if you have any examples that you want to have elaborated in the comments, then I will answer all of your questions. Thanks very much for watching. Leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Amazing to have you here for this lesson and see you in the next one. Hej hej. Farvel.